Main idea part. Number 1. What can cause a Roswell injury in a giant according to Priscilla Bird? The answer is a new book or a study, because you can see in paragraph number 2 here. Next one, number 2. What kind of milestone can begin a chant? The answer is also in paragraph number 2 again. When there are food records of people die from a food-related disease. Number 3. What factor affect belief and attitude about nutrition and health? Give 2 examples. Move on in paragraph number 3. We have 4 factors. First, belief about what keeps us healthy and how we get sick. And second, attitude about our ability to control our health and eating habits. Third, reaction to hearing or reading news stories and reading books. And the last one is talking with friends and family members about the latest nutrition trends. For example, when I hear the news about food from my friends, I will avoid that food out of my milk. Because talking with my friends or my family or hearing reading book is also effect on my opinions about food. And number 4. Where do people get most of their information about health and nutrition from? The answer is on magazines, because you can see in paragraph number 4. I will prove it. Most people rely primarily on magazines. Number 5. What's the Linda Gilbert say is the crucial factor that influence genes? The answer is here. Gilbert believes that the media have a powerful influence on genes, but that there is another crucial factor, repetition. And the last question. What genes are consumers currently interested in? We can see it in paragraph number 9, the last sentence here. Consumers are now very interested in the health benefits that certain foods may provide. Detailed part. Number 1. Food-related illnesses can influence people's opinions about nutrition. These statements belong to Priscilla Bird, because you can see it in paragraph number 2. When there are food records of people die from a food-related disease, people stop and think. Number 2. People are less interested in nutrition now than they used to be. This one is belong to IFIC, because you can see it in paragraph number 11. Here, nutrition is still a hot topic among consumers, even though they may be less concerned now than they were in the 1990s. Number 3. To be influenced by a trend, you have to get the same information in several different ways. These statements belong to Linda Gilbert because the paragraph number 5 proves it. Now, hearing the same thing from a number of sources is key. Number 4. Most people get health information from magazine first. This one belongs to FMI because you can see it in paragraph number 4. Most people rely primarily on magazines. Number 5. Our ideas about nutrition can be influenced by what ordinary people say. This one belongs to Linda Gilbert source because you can see it in paragraph number 5. Here, sources like friends and family, nurses, and even coffee shop conversation remind consumers that I heard that before. Next one. People were given too much information about fast all at once. These statements belong to Felicia Birch because you can see it in paragraph number 8. Here, Birch adds there was so much information coming out at once. And number 7. The news no longer say that all fasts are bad. This one belongs to IFIC source because you can see it in paragraph number 10. Hey, the last sentence. News stories about fast have shifted from a focus on low-fat foods how to certain types of fats such as omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids can have health benefits. And the last one, number 8. Different media often rely on each other for stories about nutrition. These statements belong to Felicia Birch because you can see it clearly in paragraph number 6. Here, the media often depend on a few top sources. Reporters tend to piece off each other. A newspaper article can lead to a TV story or magazine article, and vice versa.
Summary: Trend data. The first kind developed from a groundswell of interest. These kinds of trends are usually promoted by the media and continue until the public. The second kind of trends occur when a major milestone happens. A milestone can either start a trend or support other trends that are already out there. Trend influence. Consumer desires and needs depend on their beliefs and attitudes. Consumer surveys have shown that the public depend on the media for most of their information about health and nutrition. Gilbert, a market researcher, believes that the media have a powerful influence on trends, but that there is another cultural factor: repetition. Felicia Perch, a nutrition consultant, agreed that the media influence what people hear and read about nutrition and health. FMI survey data show that the percentage of consumers were relatively stable from the mid-1980s through the mid-1990s. Some trend watchers think the drop of conscience about nutrition is partly due to public opinion about health advisors. Where do we go from here? Some trends become cultural norms because everyone doing it. Others die from uh, because different needs and interests eclipse them. The media interest in nutrition has also shifted more towards the subject of functional food, meaning foods that claim to have specific health benefits. Nutrition trends depend on consumer needs and interests. Scientific reports, media coverage of issues, and sometimes major events. For most of us, watching trends is easier than predicting them.